What's up, guys? We got some women here today think they know something about divorced men. It's a fun one. Let's get into it.
Something to watch out for when you're on the dating apps. You want to make sure that that guy is 100% divorced, not separated, and not a year or two out. They need to be like 3 to 5 years out. Because here's the thing, that woman threw him back into the dating pool. She didn't want him anymore. And his ego is so busted and bruised that he is not going to know what to do with you when you enter his life. He's going to love bomb the crap out of you, and then he is going to dump you. Because the last thing a guy that just got divorced wants is any drama, and anything you do that is a real life situation is going to feel like drama to them. And they're not going to be able to handle it. And you're going to be left out in the cold with a guy who love bombed the crap out of you and promised you the world. And then when it came down to it, he was just really looking for validation, and he just wanted to feel wanted and admired again. So be really, really careful. Again, go slow, make sure that they are fully divorced and they're out of the divorce for 3 to 5 years.
Oh, hell no!
Almost sounds like she's projecting her own insecurities and experiences out there. She's the one that needs to be 3 to 5 years out, single with nobody and a heel and whatever bullshit she put out there. She's basically laying this classic blame the man for everything game. She assumes a guy fresh out of a divorce is inherently damaged goods, but I don't think she's ever considered that maybe the divorce wasn't his fault. Because after all, women do initiate 70% of the divorces, and if they're college educated, that number goes up to 90%. And why? Because courts reward them with cash and prizes. So let's tell us what she's won today, Johnny. Well, better woman, you won a house, a new car, 80% of the assets, and $10,000 a month in alimony. I mean, divorce is a hustle for some, and men get shredded in the process. You know, if anyone's getting manipulated here, it's women treating men like emotional ATMs.
I'm just on one at this point because I'm fucking upset, but like, if you know my situation, like, I went on my 2-month sabbatical with my ex, and like, he was married for 10 years, and we met like 2 years after their breakup, but they didn't get divorced till we got together. And I'm sitting there after we've had like a great night together, and we're doing like our morning meditation, and he's like, today's my ex-wife's birthday, and he just goes on and on and on about it. And I'm like sitting there like twitching, like, why the are you bringing her up? Like, who cares? He's like, yeah, like, she hates the country, like, I can't believe she's out there, like, I'm doing loans for her friends and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't care, I literally don't care. And like, I'm like, why are you telling me this? And I'm like, it just hit me. I was like, you're still not over. Like, men that are married for a long time, don't do it.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I mean, yeah, I would say don't talk about your ex-wife. Forget it. Don't ever bring it up. Pretend like it didn't happen. But honestly, what she's doing is this, I don't care, but let me rant for 2 minutes straight about how much I don't care. I mean, lady, the guy's ex-wife was a decade of his life, and he's not a robot. He can't hit a reset switch and erase all of that. But again, bad timing on his part for what he did. But how about you reflect on why you're upset? And I'm willing to bet it's because you want to be the center of his universe. You know, men can't win here. Talk about the past or still hung up. Don't talk about it, and then they're emotionally unavailable. And guys aren't therapists. If you're this fragile over morning coffee and meditation and whatever else other shit you're doing, maybe take your own advice and go on that healing sabbatical.
Ladies, if you're single and you're thinking about dating a divorced man, let me tell you the one thing you need to ask him to make sure if he's the right divorced man to be dating. So you're on a date, he might be telling you that he's been divorced on maybe the second or third date, maybe even the first if he's feeling really frisky. Now, in most scenarios, there is no good or bad guy in divorce. It's just two people happening to get a divorce. But what if he's actually the bad guy? What if this woman divorced him for a reason? All you need to do is ask him, what would your ex-wife say is the reason why you got divorced? How he answers that will reveal if he is a red flag or not. Good luck out there, ladies.
Where do you come up with this shit?
Ask his ex-wife what she would say. Great idea. I mean, really. Sarcasm. I mean, while we're at it, let's ask one of your many exes what they would say about you. I mean, tit for tat here, right? But here's the truth. Some people lie, especially in divorce. And if he says she called me controlling, maybe it's because he dared to suggest a budget. Or perhaps she says that she cheated. But the reality really was it's because she checked out emotionally years ago. You know, women file for divorces most of the time, and often it's for reasons like, I wasn't happy. And guess what? Happiness isn't a permanent state you could be in. Sorry.
This is a must know if you're dating somebody that's divorced. If you are with a man, and I'm going to tell you this, he needs at least 2 years, and here is why. Because men revert back to the age in which they first got married. And if there's any wild oats to be sowed, drinking, generally men will go back into party mode and go back into hookup mode before they go into reflective healing mode. Women, on the other hand, go direct into healing mode and back into reflection mode before they are then opening up to be in a relationship. So depending on who you are dating, if they came out of something that they weren't wanting to leave, then they need a longer period of healing time before getting into something serious.
No, thank you. I prefer to die giving you the finger.
Why is she wearing an iPad on her wrist? And that watch is so damn big. Looks like a freaking iPad. She's on the trope that men revert to their party phase while women dive into their healing. I mean, first off, what healing? I mean, half of these women jump into apps faster than men into a rebound beer. And this whole, as she puts it, men sow wild oats narrative conveniently ignores that divorce ruins men financially, emotionally, and socially. And for women, they get the house, the kids, sympathy from their friend circle, and then whatever else is out there. And men's so-called partying, really, that's just called trying to feel human again after being gutted by the system. So guys, don't let anyone shame you for taking time to rebuild. And just remember, they call it wild oats is because someone probably reaped their harvest. And by harvest, meaning their box.
My opinion on dating divorced men or single dads, you have to be careful. Because before I was like, oh no, like I'm glad that he's divorced. I'm glad that means like he had all this time to learn, like basically had a practice, life, like whatever. You are dating the same guy with the same characteristics. There is a reason why they're not together. And if they had kids together, that woman did not leave the first time. I made a video about this before. That woman did not leave the first, second, third, fourth time. There was something done bad enough to break up the family for a woman to finally give up. And I had so many men in the comments like, no, I fought for my marriage. And here's my thing is that, or like, oh, women are the ones to file divorce. Yeah, they are. Because women stay after they emotionally check out for the longest time because they are trying to make it work. But men will think that if something's not happening in the moment, everything was fine. They're so blindsided. But it's years of trauma. It's years of them doing something over and over and over and over again. And you could have cheated 2 years ago, but she changed. She changed and she's still not okay. I've realized that you're still dating her ex-husband. The only difference between you and her is a timeline. Unless that man has a strong relationship with his therapist and Jesus Christ, watch out.
Cut her loose, dude. She's a handful.
Practice wife, that's really rich coming from a gender whose divorce filings could fill a library. And this martyr complex, if we stayed as long as we could, sure. Until Chad showed up and started looking better than Mr. Reliable at home. And no, women don't try harder, they calculate harder. The second they feel they can upgrade, they're out. Kids or no kids, monkey branching on to the next. So guys, avoid women who blame men for everything their exes did, because trust me, you're next on the hit list. Well, guys, modern dating's a minefield thanks to the system rigged against men. Family laws, social media, entitlement culture, they've all turned relationships into a gamble few men can afford. And the solution is stop playing a rigged game. Go your own way, focus on yourself, and if you're still looking for companionship, just consider traditional cultures where respect is mutual and not transactional. And remember, your value isn't determined by someone else's expectations. Live life on your own terms. Well, guys, that's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.